Welcome back, beautiful humans and my Stardust souls. I'm Panda Bennett, and today I wanted to talk about how to receive a tarot reading on a couple different levels. So a lot of things that I've been seeing lately is that people are like, these pick a card readings are ruining my life. So pick a card readings are where there's no interaction. People are like, you can pick 1, 2, or 3, whatever you're most drawn to, and this pile is for you. So first of all, finding a tarot reader is much like finding a dentist or hairstylist or anything else. Not everyone is going to be for you, and you might have to shop around a little bit to find, someone that resonates with you, that their reading style, brings you comfort, that their explanations, are nourishing to you and make sense, and that they, as a person, their voice or their mannerisms don't irritate you or anything like that. It's just how it is. But the pick a card readings that you find like online or in Facebook groups or here on YouTube, where there's no interactions. So that then leaves it to you to make the message, interpret the message, or see how the message fits on your life. And it will be different for everyone, but a lot of the work there is going to be on you because you're not sitting face to face. It's not a, detailed, tailored to you reading where there's back and forth, or they're not holding space or support for you anyway like that. And so I see a lot of people, and I've even had this happen when I've posted like a reading for the collective. So I once posted a reading, and I got the card pull was the death card, and so I was like, you might be facing a change or a transformation, and relationship wise there may be some upcoming changes that you have to face together, or there might be a time for a change within the relationship. And so immediately someone was like, yes, my relationship is over. I'm ready to be done with this and close this door, and I needed to see this. The next person that commented was like, I've been happily married for years, and I don't think I should just leave my husband. And I was like, of course, no, of course not. Of course you should not leave your husband just because that's how that message hit for this person. Like, change can mean anything. You need to stop and think then how this message resonates and can be applied to your life and energy. Maybe then you need to change up what you guys do every Friday night. Maybe you could try a new restaurant. Maybe you could try something new for date night. Maybe you get a different kind of butter, or maybe you change around the furniture in your house. I mean, I don't, maybe you change around who does laundry and who does dishes, or whatever. It doesn't mean that just because for the other person it meant that the relationship was over. Don't be ruining your life basically over these collective readings, these pick a card readings. You really have to stop and look and see how they apply to you. So like if it comes up and it's like the 3 of Swords, and so somebody's just like, yeah, I know that it's coming, or I'm going through it, or I've had heartache, that might mean something else for you, and that's okay. That's how tarot is supposed to work, and it mirrors what you've got going on. But again, when the tarot reader is not there with you or speaking to you, tailored to you, you kind of have to do that extra work. But definitely don't take on someone's meaning, and maybe the whole reading doesn't resonate with you. Maybe that's not your reading that week, and that's okay, and you can make that decision. Or maybe that's not your reader, and that's also okay. But yeah, definitely just be cautious and make sure that it applies, or that you can apply it. You shouldn't be destroying your life because some fortune teller on the internet told you that, your relationship was over, or that you should leave your job, or, you know what I mean? You have to kind of step up and be like, okay, I am unhappy at my workplace, or, this doesn't hit for me at all. Yeah, so I've just been seeing a lot of that. So I just wanted to touch base on those pick a card collective readings. So, and also maybe a few things in the reading, like maybe the reading is an hour long, 20 minutes long, 10 minutes long. Maybe a few things resonate with you and can be applied to your life to empower yourself or to bring you further into alignment. And the rest of it, you just let go. Like, you definitely have to look at it and, discern what resonates with you and what doesn't. But yeah, ultimately you're in control, and even after a reading is given, you have the, ability to change it and have different outcomes. So just definitely put yourselves first and I don't know what's choosy. That's not the right word. I can't think of the right word, but yeah. So anyways, that's that. And sometimes a tarot reading has to sit with you for a certain amount of time. So you get this reading and you're like, it doesn't really make sense to me. You go home, you think about it, and then you're like, okay, no, wait, I kind of can see it from this direction. Or maybe you go a couple days, a couple weeks, next month, and then you run into a situation and they were like, oh, they talked about not, getting caught up in drama, not just arguing to argue to win, and here's this situation. And so I'm going to embrace that reading, embrace that wisdom, and take a step around this drama and not lower my vibrations and move forward. So sometimes it's just something you can carry with you until you meet that situation as well. But yeah, definitely don't stress over it, or unless you were already on your way to make dramatic changes, don't just because you got this reading, from a stranger online or found it in a Facebook group. Also, getting a reading if you are a tarot reader. So I'm a tarot reader, but when I go to get a reading, you need to just wipe yourself clean of what you think you know and sit down and be open to receiving a reading. If you sit down and every card they pull, you're like, no, actually that means this, or, well, I read the cards like this, and you have all this preset and you're trying to control the reading and give your own reading, you're not going to get anything out of it and you're going to feel gypped at the end. You have to go in and be completely open and let the reader do the reading, because it's often so much easier. First of all, everyone reads cards differently. Second of all, for your situation, I'm not saying that anyone else knows you better than you know you. However, it's often easier for people from the outside to look at your stuff and have a non-biased perspective, and to look at it without the extra emotion or judgment, and just give you what is there, allowing you to see things more clearly. It's always easier to look at other people's things than it is to look at our own. So yeah, definitely. And again, maybe none of it does resonate with you. Maybe then that's not your reader and you need to find a different reader. But if you're going to dominate the reading the entire time because you have knowledge of the cards or are a reader yourself, then you're not getting anything out of it. Definitely you can go back and forth and say, also, I think this is how it applies to me, because you have that extra knowledge of yourself, you know what's going on, you know what's in your heart. But yeah, it's definitely worth the time to just clear yourself and sit and listen and intake what they have to give you. So yeah, I think those are the only things that I have. Again, not everything's going to resonate with you for the collective readings, for the pick a card readings. So just be careful about the decisions that you're making or basing your decisions off those type of things. Protect yourselves, and don't be discouraged if you have to find a different reader or shop around. There are plenty of readers out there, so definitely find someone that you're comfortable with, that speaks to you, that you connect with, and that their readings resonate with you. And you might have to try a couple, or you might have one that you prefer. Like, I go to this channel and I watch my love readings here, or I go to this channel to see my week ahead here. Those type of things. That's totally okay. But yeah, hopefully this helps for your next tarot reading. All right. Thanks, guys.